What's up, guys? Welcome to Frank's Media and Reviews. Today's video is one that I really am excited to talk about, and that is 10 Arrow video releases that maybe you guys haven't heard of, or for me personally, I think these are 10 movies that are truly underappreciated, underrated releases from Arrow Video. And I just wanted to let you guys know these two of them have like an option for like a nice limited edition box, those chunky or rigid box sets. The rest don't, but I wanted this one to be just not to showcase how those beautiful box sets, because I do of course have those as well. These are kind of like just the simpler releases and movies, because you know that in this channel I talk about movies, like the love of movies, and I absolutely love these movies. And if I'm being honest with you guys, I feel like I've been pretty negative. I talked a bunch of shit about Arrow Video. However, I feel like transparency is key, and good or bad about a label, I'm gonna let you guys know about it, even if it's towards my favorite boutique label, Second Sight. Arrow Video is my second favorite boutique label, and if you're new to the channel, maybe you guys don't know about that, but they just put out some amazing releases of movies and of course physical editions, right? But the movies that they have in their catalog is fantastic, and these are 10 movies that I think that are just really underappreciated, underrated. People just don't know about it, and hopefully you guys will watch some of these videos. So hit the like and subscribe button, guys. If you do, I really appreciate it. Check out my tier memberships. And I kind of lied. There's 11. The reason being is because I do have a set of 10, but this one movie keeps popping up in my head, and it's the most popular movie on this list. However, I still think that it's truly underappreciated, and it's by it's a famous director. It just doesn't get enough talked about. It doesn't get talked about enough. I don't know why I said that. All right, guys. The movie. First off, this cast is simply phenomenal, and it's one of the best casts of any movie. I'm hyping the shit out of this movie. But if you guys know, you've seen this movie, y'all know why. So this movie came out in 1993. It is a crime and romantic movie. It's got Kristen Slater, Patricia Arquette, Gary Oldman, Dennis Hopper, Christopher Walken, Brad Pitt, Val Kilmer, James Gandolfini, Samuel Jackson, Chris Penn. Guys, it is such a great stack of characters. This movie, what's it about? It's about a comic book nerd and Elvis fanatic, Clarence, and a prostitute named Alabama fall in love. And that whole scene is adorable, man. And the scene when they're in the movie theater, I love it, man. Like the first date and everything. Yeah, it is spectacular, man. Clarence breaks the news to her pimp, and ends up killing him. So Patricia Arquette is Alabama, and holy cow, guys, she is absolutely gorgeous in this film. But he grabs a suitcase full of cocaine, and on his way out, thinking it is Alabama's clothing, the two hit the road for California, hoping to sell the cocaine, but the mob is soon after them. This release by Arrow Video is simply phenomenal, man. I think this is Tony Scott's, like, this is my second favorite Tony Scott film. I don't know, man. It's really tough to decide. However, I think this is like a perfect blend for me and probably for most men of a crime male type-ish romantic film. It's got Kristen Slater is very charismatic, very relatable type of character. Patricia Arquette is simply gorgeous. She is hot in this film. Dennis Hopper, he is without Patricia Arquette, without her, again, phenomenal, gorgeous in this movie. But Dennis Hopper is my favorite character. He is so damn funny. He plays, I feel like a real dad, like probably like my dad. And he is very quotable, just a taste like peach scene. It's so damn good, man. Him and Christopher Walken, their dialogue together, that's an amazing scene right there. Guys, if you haven't seen True Romance, this to me is one of the best movies out there ever made. I am hyping the shit out of this movie, guys. This movie is phenomenal. Watch this movie. I absolutely love it. And OrbitDVD did a fantastic 4K release to this. And there's, of course, a limited edition. I just have the Steelbook. The next movie, my actual 10, is going to be Hiro Nakata's Dark Water. This movie is incredible. It's a Japanese horror type of thriller movie, and it's really good. The story is so damn good. You really feel for the mother, that whole daughter relationship. It is amazing, man. Based upon a short story by Ring author, Dark Water follows Yoshimi, a single mother struggling to win sole custody of her only child. When they move into a new home within a dilapidated and long forgotten apartment complex, Yoshimi begins to experience startling visions and unexplainable sounds, calling her mental well-being into question and endangering not only her custody of Akiraku, but perhaps their lives as well. There are some beautifully shot scenes in this movie. The storyline is very gripping. The acting is phenomenal. Again, this is an amazing film. I am also hyping the crap out of this movie, but if you've seen this movie, you kind of know why. It's phenomenal. Check it out. I actually have a couple films by the same director, and I think this director doesn't get enough credit, at least enough appreciation, and they just happen to be on OrbitDVD. One was released in the UK and one was released in the United States, because OrbitDVD does that. So the first movie is going to be King of New York. This recently just got announced by Lionsgate. There will be a Lionsgate limited 4K Steelbook. I believe it's going to be released in May. However, I've had this for a while. I want to say this is my second or third OrbitDVD movie that I got in my collection. This movie is freaking awesome, man. Again, Christopher Walken, I don't think gets appreciated enough with his acting. He plays a fantastic, just very memorable crime boss. After years inside, drug lord Frank White is fresh out of jail and back on the streets of New York City. Seeing himself as half Scarface, half Robin Hood, Frank and his enforcers brutally take back control of the city turf by turf. With starry dreams of using the millions to benefit the community and save a local hospital. Before Frank can fulfill his ruthless lust for power, though, he's got to get past the crooked cops determined to take him down and the criminal competition that won't bend to his will. Guys, again, this has an stacked cast, and Lawrence Fishburne, and he's on here as Larry Fishburne, but Lawrence Fishburne is, I want to say, no, my first time seeing him was in Pee-wee's Playhouse. I'm not gonna lie, as a kid, of course, duh. However, the earliest film that I can really remember is King of New York, because my dad loved this film, and Steve Buscemi's in it. Wesley Snipes is in this movie, and he plays a very great like villain character. Oh my gosh, man. Wesley Snipes, so damn good, man. Anyway, guys, King of New York is a great movie, man. I absolutely love it. See the movie. It's very gritty. I love how New York, that gritty type of New York, man. The 70s, 80s. I love it. It feels real, not the fake crap that we see it today. So I love King of New York. Another one is The Addiction. Lily Taylor. I recently got this not too long ago, but I want to talk about it because this movie is so good. It's a drama, really in-depth kind of film about just about individuals, the choices they have to make in order to survive in some ways. And it's a low-key, very good vampire film. I didn't know anything about that. And I was like, what the hell? This is a vampire film that doesn't get talked about it enough. So, philosophy student, Kathleen Lily Taylor, is dragged into an alleyway on her way home from class by Casanova, and bitten on the neck. She quickly falls ill, but realizes this isn't any ordinary disease when she develops an aversion to daylight and a thirst for human blood. This is, like I said, incredible. It's got Christopher Walken in it. However, it's very brief, man. I thought he was like in this movie for a little while. That's not the case. They advertise it, of course, that he's on here, but he's in it just for a little bit. I absolutely love this film. It is so good. It's a different take about being a vampire, and I absolutely loved it. This movie is in black and white, and the 4K transfer looks so good as well, man. If you haven't seen The Addiction, that is a great one. This one, I saw the movie again not too long ago. I still don't think it's the best 4K transfer. However, I love this movie, and that is Flatliners. This has a stacked cast, man, of just young, famous actors, or maybe like up and coming ones. Because it has Kiefer Sutherland, Julia Roberts, Kevin Bacon, William Baldwin, Oliver Platt. I feel like I'm missing another one. I'm blanking. However, this movie is so damn good. There's some great like imagery to this film as well. The storyline is so damn good, guys. At the University Hospital School of Medicine, 5 ambitious students subject themselves to a daring experiment to temporarily induce their own deaths. hoping to glimpse the afterlife before being brought back to life. But as competition within the group intensifies, so what that means is that they put themselves to death, and they time it. And there's a certain time where if you are dead for a certain amount of time, you really can't be brought back, or at least it's very tough. And so they push that boundary, they push that line, and it's very gripping, man. It is so damn good. Also, I didn't think I said it, but this is when did this movie come out, man? This was released in 2022, but I want to say this is like an 89 or 1990 film. Of course, I can't find it right now, but either way, it's phenomenal film. Let's see. But as the competition within the group intensifies and their visions of world beyond increasingly bleed into their waking lives, they are about to learn about the greatest threat comes not from the spirit world, but from the long suppressed secrets of their own past. Seriously, y'all, this movie is pretty damn good. I think this is Julia Roberts' first acting role. If not, it's definitely one of her first. And Kiefer Sutherland is, to me, one of the best actors out there, man. And Kevin Bacon, of course, is really good. All of these actors, even William Baldwin, is really good in this film, man. Guys, check this movie out. I'm just talking all about the love for these movies, man. Speaking of love, this movie, I think this is Ray Liotta's best acting. At least top 3. But I think it's my favorite. And that is Narc. This movie, this recently came out last year, but damn, man. I absolutely love this movie. It's starring Jason Patric, who is in Lost Boys, and Ray Liotta. This movie is amazing. I love how dark this film is, and the storyline just gets you. Ray Liotta's performance is so gripping. Your eyes are just glued to the screen, guys. In a rent-to-rent in Detroit, narcotics cop Nick, played by Jason Patric, is recovering from an undercover operation gone wrong. In the hopes of being assigned a quiet desk job, he agrees to return to active duty and partner up with Detective Henry, played by Ray Liotta, to investigate the apparent murder of Oak's former partner. As both men become lost in the depths of the case, boundaries become blurred, and their relationship begins to facilitate between intensely, I can't even talk, personal and unsettling suspicious. Guys, again, see this movie. It is phenomenal. I want to say it's an early 2000s film, but it's so damn good, guys. The next one is going to be it's a 2-pack, guys. It's a 2-pack. You know how much I love these movies. I talked about it a bazillion times. However, one of them doesn't get talked about enough. It's not even really advertised on here at all. But this is simply amazing, and it's part of it. It's an actual trilogy, but it's got the 2 first films. And again, I gotta show it to you. The discs aren't even here, so that's kind of awkward. They're in my little binder. But it is Offspring and The Woman. Offspring is the first film. Woman is the second part. These are phenomenal cannibalistic films. Check them out, guys. I talked about it a bazillion times on my channel, but this to me is one of the best deals because you can get this pretty dang cheap for the most part. But incredible, incredible violence. The storyline to these films is very good. Both are very different. I just prefer Offspring more, but the woman is very good. Acting is phenomenal as well by Paulina. And yeah, guys, so definitely check this one out. This film stuck with me for a very long time, and yeah, it's incredible. That is Sam Raimi's A Simple Plan. Um, this movie, the acting is amazing. The storyline is so damn good. Bill Paxton, um, in this role, Billy Bob Thornton, those two are just dynamite, man. It is so damn good. Okay, so Hank and his wife Sarah have big dreams and a baby on the way, but are stuck in the small Minnesota town where Hank grew up alongside his sweet but naive brother Jacob, who is Billy Bob Thornton. One day while walking in the woods, Hank, Jacob, and Jacob's friend Lou, Brent Bresco, who's very good in this film as well, discover a small plane buried in the snow with a dead pilot inside and a duffel bag containing over $4 million in cash. It's once in a lifetime chance to grasp the American dream in one fell swoop. If they can just keep it a secret, but Hank soon learns that keeping that secret will come at a terrible cost. This film, first of all, if you love bleak movies, then this is it, guys. Again, this movie just stayed in my head for a long time, and this movie needs to be talked on the rooftop, shouted from the rooftop, guys. It is incredible film. This is one of the best blind buy movies, blind buy purchases I have ever made. And I just had an incredible time with this film. And I want you guys to get this one as well. And that is Basket Case. I knew about it. I just never saw it until this release. And you really get to know Brother Belial. And guys, yeah, this is directed by Frank Henenlotter, and he's done Brain Damage for Frankenhooker. This film is incredible. It is so damn funny. It's a perfect 80s cheesy horror film, and it's right up my alley, man. Dwayne Bradley seems like a pretty ordinary guy. His formerly conjoined twin Belial, on the other hand, is a deformed creature who lives in a wicker basket. Arriving in the Big Apple, taking up a room at a seedy hotel, the pair set about hunting down and butchering the surgeons responsible for their separation. And damn, man, I loved it. I absolutely love this film. As I stated, it's one of my favorite blind watches. One of my favorite blind buys. This to me is a must watch. If you're a horror fan, it's a must watch, must own movie. I got two more. This one, I'll be brief because I just did a review for it. I think this is one of the best American 70s horror films of all time, and that is Alice, Sweet Alice. I, again, recently did a review. Check it out. But this to me is a classic. On the day of her first communion, young Karen is savagely murdered by an unknown assailant in a yellow rain mac and creepy translucent mask. Guys, again, that scene in the church, holy smokes, man, it's brutal. But the nightmare is far from over as the knife-wielding maniac strikes again and again. Karen's bereaved parents are forced to confront the possibility that Karen's wayward sister Alice might be the one behind the mask. Acting is phenomenal. The storyline is good. It's got a perfect blend of slasher, giallo type of feel. Again, guys, this is one of the best 70s horror films out there, in my opinion. Check it out. You won't regret it. Buy it. And my last one is a film that is a Japanese staple, in my opinion. And I'm talking about Battle Royale. Oh man, that's pretty funny, man. You know what? I think I might just keep that in. That's pretty damn funny because I fuck up. The last movie is, to me, a Japanese. I think it's a Japanese must-see movie. Whether you're a horror fan, a drama fan, just a fan of film, I think this is a Japanese staple movie, and that is Battle Royale. Battle Royale is incredible, man. The storyline to it, it's based off a novel, and just the thought of the storyline is just crazy, and how it plays out is pretty badass. So, presenting an alternate dystopian vision of turn of the millennium, Japan Battle Royale follows the 42 junior high school students selected to take part of the government's annual Battle Royale program, established as an extreme method of addressing concerns about juvenile delinquency. And boy, is it pretty crazy, man. Dispatched to a remote island, they are each given individual weapons ranging from Uzis, machetes to pan lids, binoculars, food and water, in the order to go out and kill each other. Yeah, so the goal is to be the last one to survive out of 42 students, guys. It's insane. It's insane. This to me is perfect. It's a perfect film, man. I absolutely love it. Every player is fitted with an explosive collar around their neck, imposing a strict 3-day time limit on the deadly games in which there can only be one survivor. Overseeing the carnage is beat as the teacher pushed to the edge by his unruly charges. It's incredible, man. I know I talked a lot so far in this video, but this is one of my favorite films on here. I said the word favorite about all of these films, but this film I saw when I was in high school, and it totally blew me away. I think I saw this at the perfect timing. I saw this as a senior, I want to say, and I was just floored because this movie came out in 1999 or 2000. And it's incredible. 2000. And yeah, so I was a senior in high school. And I couldn't believe what I was seeing. So, cause I want to say I saw this a year after it was made, and I was just shocked. So if you haven't seen Battle Royale, see this movie, man. It's incredible. It's incredible. As I said, it's a Japanese staple. Thanks for watching the video. Check out Arrow Video's movies, man. Just not the fancy box set type movies. All check their catalog, man. They have a great selection of movies, and I just wanted to show you guys some of my favorite underrated releases by them. So thank you guys for watching the video. Hit the like and subscribe button if you do. I really appreciate it. Check out my tier memberships. Thank you to John from Let's Talk Entertainment Media, William Driver, and Robin Edwards. And guys, have a great one.